Okay, so the first offer we're going to do is we're going to do Office Webinar Autopilot, and let's take a look at that offer here. Okay, this is a Clickbank offer. It's one for the offline market. I'm going to stop the video sales letter. And so you'll need to go to Clickbank in order to get the link. So let's go to Clickbank right now and go get the link. Okay, when you get to clickbank.com, you're going to go to the marketplace and you'll just want to do a quick search for the product there. We'll just type in uh, um, Office Webinar Autopilot. Okay, do a search, and this should pretty much come right up there. If not, what you want to do is just do a search for offline. That's typically the fastest way for you to find it. You scroll down. Here it is right here. And all we've got to do is click the promote button. Now, when you get the promote button, what you'll do is you will use your account nickname. So whatever your ID code is, you'll want to go ahead and put that in there. And we're just going to put a name in here, Thomas Duncan, and then we're going to click create. And see, well, actually, it's going to ask me. It's going to make sure I've got a real username. You'll need to make sure your username is in there. And so let's pause the video. I'm going to put mine in there, and then we'll go ahead and create the ID. Okay, so once you do that, then Clickbank's going to give you an ID. You want to copy that ID. And then what you want to do is you want to go to tinyURL or any URL link shortener. You don't want to put the long and nasty one in there, and just drop that one in there. And then we'll put offline webinar autopilot. Let's see now. Okay, we'll tiny it. Then we will take this entire URL, the new tiny URL, and copy it. Okay, now we're ready to go to Facebook and set up our ad. Okay, I'm using Internet Explorer, so I'm going to go to the right-hand side, click Create an Ad. Okay, then I'm going to come to this page. I'm going to click Create an Ad again. And then I'm going to be inside of the ad. We're then going to put that URL in there. We'll click that destination. Then it's what Facebook is going to do is it's going to generate an ad here. Or it's going to generate. Okay, so then we've got essentially what is some of the text here, and then you've already got the text that you're going to use. So you'll just take that from your Done For You campaign. You'll copy that, put that in your headline just like that. You'll take the copy that we've given you, you'll put it in the text area. Okay, one thing that you can do if you want to change this image, okay, you can always, one of the things that we suggest is that you take a look and see which of these images you really want to use. If you don't want to use any of these images, take a look at the image creation video, because you really want the video to grab people's attention. And there are ways in which you can do that. One of the ways is you can put a red put a red outline there. We're just going to use this one for now. I'm going to click select. We're going to move on to the next. Now, we're not going to use social activity. I mean, you can do that. What social activity does is it lets you know, which people actually like the page. I'm gonna say I'm gonna skip that. We're gonna remove the news feed. Okay, because now what we have is we have our right column ad ready to go. Okay, so then we're gonna scroll down here, and this is the important part because we want to make sure we've got our targeting correct. And as I said, this is an offline marketing program. Now, when Facebook says online and offline, it probably doesn't necessarily mean the same thing. Autopilot's not going to be relative. Marketing's going to be too broad. VHF, omnidirectional range, web conferencing is probably still too broad. Those are people who are interested in web conferencing. We're going to get rid of that one. People who are interested in online and offline, we probably don't want those. They're not going to be interested enough. Probably the category that we can start with is going to be digital marketing. And you'll notice that the audience number is going to go way down. All right, so one of the things that you're going to want to do here in terms of your targeting options is you may want to check, you may want to also tick off marketing automation, although that's not necessarily relevant here. Now, one of the things that we created for you is a custom audience video. Now, the way that you're going to drive down the suggested range is to create a custom audience. Okay, if you want to do that, take a look at the custom audience video. These are going to use Facebook's targeting, but if you want to get more specific and you want to create a targeted audience and you want to get this suggested down to down under into the single digits, you're going to need to create a custom audience. Okay, so we're going to make sure our budget is what we want it to be. We'll call this our offline office autopilot. We're going to optimize for impressions. You notice here that the impressions are going to be between 7 cents and $1.81. So that means that for every 1,000 impressions, it could cost us between $7 and $1.81. I like to put this then at about 15 cents. Okay, and if your direction is targeted enough, the people who click on there, you're going to get very low priced clicks in there. Okay, and that's why you want to cap your budget. One of the things I like to do is I like to set my date pretty much by the end of the day. I like to let it run maybe 24 hours. Okay, and then I know it's going to stop regardless of what, something happens. I should get hit by a truck or something. It's going to stop at the end of the day. I'm only going to spend $5. Obviously, you can spend more than this when you're more comfortable and when you feel as if you've kind of got the hang of doing pay-per-click. Okay, so our ad is really ready. Now, you probably want to know, how can you improve this? The more that you do with precise interest, the better that you can do. One of the things that we could definitely do, we want to look for, searches that would mean offline, that would mean offline marketers would be interested in it, right? Local business. So we want people who are going to be interested in local business, right? And so we can look through all these more precise interests, and what we're trying to do is to determine if our audience is interested in these things, then we're going to want to target them. If our audience is interested in support local business, that could be something that local businesses could be interested in. Okay, we could use that one. So basically, yeah, I've started this at digital marketing, but you can improve this campaign by choosing other things that offline marketers would be interested in. Okay, so you've got your standard bid there, and you are ready to have your ad reviewed. Okay, then once you do that, then you're ready then to place your order, and then you can pay for your ad. Okay, so remember now the way that you can get the cost down, of course, is you can choose a custom audience, and we've shown you how to do that in the video. The way that you can improve your ad, of course, is to change some of the copy as well as changing some of the um, as well as changing the image. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in offer 2.